Okay, what we've got going on here is we've got a little chip, well, a decent sized chip. We're tearing some stuff out of this kitchen. Luckily, this was done before we put our sealer on, and so we're just gonna show you how to do a patch on this. We're gonna take our liquid, our sand, our cement. We're gonna do the same ratio, same pigment loading as what we did on this mix. We use a pool sand on this mix, and so we're gonna change it up just a little bit because we've kind of left a lot of that cream up on the surface. So instead of using the pool sand, I'm going to use the 30 mesh marble sand. It's a finer sand, and so because I want that material to go up higher than my surface so I can grind it back down. That'll give me that cream look, even though I'm using a different sand. We're going to use some double-sided tape. We're going to tape on this edge right here, and then we're going to put our foam on here to create a dam right there on that spot. Then we'll go ahead and we'll mix up our same ratio, same pigment loading and everything that we did in this mix design, do our little patch. Then we're going to cover that with plastic and come back in a day to do the grind on that. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix up a little batch. Our ratio, we have 16.5 pounds of our liquid to 8.6 pounds of our powder, and then we add in that extra water, that extra 20 ounces of water, 16 to 20 ounces of water. On the little patch like this, I'm not going to add in that extra water because I want it to cure faster, and I'm not worried about it curing excessively fast and causing issues with the concrete. So when I'm doing a little patch, I can go ahead and not add the extra water. I can also add the extra water, that's not a problem too. And so what I'm going to do is convert everything into grams and shift the decimal point. So I'm going to do 165 grams of liquid and 86 grams of powder. Okay, so I've mixed this up, and because I haven't added any water, which is going to make it cure harder and faster, I can't put it in as much sand as well. And so we have about 28, the equivalent of 28 pounds of the sand, which normally we're going to put about 40 pounds. But for doing a little patch like this, that's not an issue. Then what I can do too is I can take my pigment that we used for this veining, and I can just do a tiny dab of that into it. This is a Gauntlet Gray from Sherwin-Williams. Now, as you can see, I've actually had this material crown up higher because I'm going to kind of come and cut that back off. And one thing you can do if you're close to it, you can actually wait for it to set. You can take a razor blade and actually do an initial kind of cut on that. But basically that's ready for me to let cure out and then come back and grind that. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape over the top of this with some plastic just lightly, just to kind of trap the moisture in there for the cure.